right or none of that. But we all right. We all right now. Do I have my phone? I have my phone. I have my notes. What's going on, YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with a new video. I hope you guys had a great week, and I hope you guys caught up on videos that you may have missed. As you know, Mikkel and I re-recorded a day late, and I was like, look, we'll just come back next week with a new video, and we take that week off, and there is just so much to discuss and so much to talk about that Mikkel came late and he gonna make me miss some of my wrestling and loving hip hop. But I'm not mad, not even loving hip hop. What's coming at 8 o'clock, basketball wise, because I just want to see what goes on while they're in Paris. And I'm kind of hot, and I had a cocktail, plenty of a cocktail. Open that door a little bit, so I can get my breathe on. Where are my notes? Okay, here are my notes. First things first. Make sure that y'all click that subscribe button and the thumbs up button and share this video on Facebook and Twitter. I said I was going to give some shout outs out, and I will give them shout outs out in a little bit when I go through my Twitter feed. But we got a lot of stuff to talk about. First, I'm going to start with the death of the Ultimate Warrior. Ultimate Warrior passed away last Tuesday. If you guys are wrestling fans, you know that the Ultimate Warrior was inducted into the Hall of Fame last Saturday, which was April the 5th.
That's where he was on. What was it, WrestleMania?
He was at the WWE Hall of Fame, and then he was on WrestleMania on Sunday. He was on Monday Night Raw last Monday night, and then the next day he passed away. I don't want to go into all the stuff about the Ultimate Warrior. Just know that he wasn't my favorite wrestler. Ultimate Warrior came at a time where I was just like really, really getting into wrestling, and then when he was doing, he was making he was catching my attention, but he disappeared for a while. And then he came back a couple years later, and then he disappeared again. But of course, over the years, I had a chance to watch the old videos and stuff, so I know how much of an impact the Ultimate Warrior had. It was just crazy that like maybe almost 10 years ago, the WWE had released a DVD called The Self-Destruction of the Ultimate Warrior, where they pretty much buried him as a person, saying he was weird, he couldn't wrestle right, and they didn't understand why he was such a big star, because he really didn't have a passion to be in the wrestling business and stuff like that. And after so many years, he would make YouTube videos talking to people. He would reply to different stuff over time. But it was like, is he ever going to come back to the WWE? And then last year, he made a commercial that he was going to be in a new video game. And then in January, he was inducted into the Hall of Fame. And then he had a little beef with Jake the Snake Roberts, because Jake the Snake Roberts said something negative about him. And then Jake the Snake Roberts apologized, and Ultimate Warrior accepted the apology. And if you missed the Hall of Fame, Ultimate Warrior gave a 45-minute speech, and he talked about how bad that DVD was and how he's not a bad person, and how all of these people had all these bad things to say about him, but ain't nobody say shit to his face. Like, he went off in his induction, but he was just saying like he has no hard feelings to nobody. And I just feel like his death is just so crazy, because all of these years, all of these enemies that people, well, they weren't his enemies, but he had, he had some enemies. People saying stuff about him, he's saying stuff about other people. But he came back that weekend and he made peace with the people that had shit to say about him, peace with the organization that made him a star and then badmouthed him. And then he gave so much advice to all of these new stars. And then he comes out on Monday, gives a speech to the fans and just saying how without the fans, nobody is nothing. He said nobody becomes a legend without you guys. He was like, I'm the Ultimate Warrior, you guys are the Ultimate Warrior fans. The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will live forever. And then the next day he died. The same day they released a new DVD of all his great accomplishments. I just feel that his speech was just so prophetic, just saying how every man's heart beat his last beat, he breathes his final breath. All this stuff he said a night before he died. So it's just crazy. Like when I watched that video, my body just feels funny watching it. It's funny. It's kind of like that speech Martin Luther King gave before he died. It's just like, wow. Like, how are you, I don't know. But what I don't like is that bitch Nancy Grace. She goes on her show and talk about, oh, did steroids play a part in his death? Was it this? Was it that? Like, don't do that. Like, that stuff you're doing for ratings. Don't invite a wrestler onto the show just to badmouth wrestling because you don't like it. Don't do that. Like, you didn't send your condolences to his family. You talked about how steroids killed a lot of people, and yes, it has, but you had people listed on your list that didn't even die from steroids. Like, and then you didn't apologize. You took the night off. Nancy Grace, you owe people an apology for putting this shit out on your television show. Sometimes I like the stuff you put out, and then sometimes I think you're cuckoo crazy. But you do owe everybody an apology. And I want to send my condolences out to the Ultimate Warrior because his death was just, that shit was crazy. Like, I was really shocked, and I was kind of upset the other night. But just my condolences out to his family. Let's talk about what everybody has been talking about today. Mimi's sex tape. Did you see the previews? Did you like the previews? Okay, but look, before you say anything, I liked it. I didn't think it was, well, first of all, let me just say this.
It's just kind of weird.
Let me say this. After you become a mother, there are just some things you don't do. Making a sex tape for people to purchase, that is one of the things you don't do. Mimi is not hurting for nothing. I know she ain't that broke where she has to go making a sex tape, swinging off the shower, being in all different kind of positions just to get a couple dollars.
No, I don't think it's for money. I think it's for
fame.
attention and validation. Like, she doesn't have any of that. She is the lesser on that particular show. She's been made a fool of time and time again on that particular show.
Mm-hmm.
So now, here's her way. And then this is also another way to prove that her boyfriend is not gay, which...
Girl, I mean, still don't mean nothing because dick goes in pussy, ass, mouths. It goes in a lot of places. So, don't say that he's not gay because you made a sex tape with him. I don't know who's this sex tape benefiting at all. Except for some people that want to just jerk off to that. I don't know why people calling her a grandma and stuff. If Mimi is 45, she looks damn good to be 45.
Yeah, she does.
But I don't think a sex tape is something she should have done just to become relevant and thinking that, okay, it worked for Kim Kardashian.
Young daughter,
like, you don't do that. And I don't even think Stevie J has made a sex tape. Well, recently, I know he had one with Eve and stuff. But I think for a man, that's different. And of course, it is very different because, you know, it's just, a man is not going to get, they're not going to attack a man for making a sex tape. They will attack the woman. Nobody has said nothing about Nikko at all. Everything has been me. Okay, now you got what you want. People are talking about you, but do you know how much?
Well, because we don't really know Nikko.
And we don't
Nikko
care.
From Mimi, so
and then we thought that she wasn't with him anymore. But do you know how much you have just degraded yourself? Mimi, you are a woman that likes to get walked over. You don't know your worth. Apparently, after making this sex tape, it's really showing that you don't know your worth.
Right.
Like,
that's true.
I feel bad for her. Because she hasn't tweeted in a couple days. Man, Mimi, you just look stupid. I mean, you could have really, you got a business. You could have really made different businesses. You got your little cleaning service. You could have came up with a different service to people in Atlanta because people love you and they love your show. And I just feel that making that sex tape was wrong. But I really liked what I saw. Some people might say different, like, y'all look like y'all was really into it. And looks like it's going to be a pretty good sex tape. But it's not something I will buy. And you won't be putting your daughter through college with my coins for buying that sex tape. What I'll be doing is I'll be downloading that video from my Vidster and watch it whenever the fuck I want to watch it. Some people might not like Nikko's piece. I didn't see nothing wrong with it. They looked like they had a good time. And I mean, I was just so surprised at how sturdy that shower curtain was. Because she was swinging from the shower curtain.
Oh, you've never done? Never mind.
I won't say anything, but you know who you are. And Yeah. So I won't say anything, but yeah, you know who you are. So yes, we still laugh about that from time to time. You swung from the shower bar?
No, I haven't swung from anything.
And you think I'm swinging from anybody's bar?
Oh, I know you're not swinging.
Oh, all right. I know that's right. Don't do that.
I didn't. You did it. I disagreed.
No, bitch, I didn't do that. I didn't swing from nobody's bar. Like, I ain't got the time for that. But, yeah. So, me, girl, try again. The Love and Hip Hop trailer, though? You watched it? What have you been watching? Where have you watched? You been doing?
This has been a very, very difficult week.
Bitch, you could have said that.
I was at a funeral once at my grandmother. My dad's mom.
When? You didn't tell me.
Well, I called you to let you know last week and you didn't answer. You didn't call me back.
You didn't even message. And you didn't
I don't leave messages.
When you don't call me, I just figure you probably have a question. But if you leave me a message.
When have I ever left you a message on your phone in 6 years?
Well, you could have texted me and said, call me back, bitch.
No, you didn't answer.
Or normally you'd be like,
no, I think.
Or if you really want to get in contact with me, you would tweet me on Twitter.
Yeah,
bitch,
but
I just called your phone.
It wasn't that important for me to get in contact with you.
Yes, that is important. That's your grandmother.
Yeah, but I didn't know her that well. I didn't know her that well.
Oh, well,
I knew my mother's grandmother very well. I mean, my mother's mother.
Well,
I didn't know my father's mother that well. She lived in D.C.
Oh, well, I was about to say, well, how come?
Because she didn't live here, and I didn't really. I grew up with my. You already know I grew up with my mom's side of the family. I didn't grow up with my dad's side of the family. Well, I went to the funeral in support of my father.
But that was fast.
What? Well, she passed on the 1st, April 1st, and the funeral was on Saturday.
Bitch, you went 2 weeks and didn't tell me that.
No.
Wow, okay.
I mean, there's some things you do keep private, right?
I mean, that's not private. Your grandmother passed away.
Yeah, but I didn't know her that well, and neither did you. What was the point of me telling you if I didn't know her that well?
Well, I could just say my condolences to you and your family
and you just said
your dad. I'll say
Thank
my
you.
condolences.
Thank you.
That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, so yeah. Because I was going to... This Love and Hip Hop trailer is everything.
This is the one from Atlanta, right?
Yes. Mona Scott Young. Because, remember that time she got that bitch together. She like, all these years you've been working for me, and you call me Mona Scott. I'm Mona Scott Young.
Yeah,
like, she got it together.
She did. And I was wondering if she still had a job after that. No, because she really did, Kevin. And then the sad thing about it is that she got her together in front of all of us.
Oh, everybody.
In front of everybody. Yeah, because I was standing right there.
Woo!
I was standing right there.
We both were. Yes, we were. And I was in shock.
I think that was before or after I was already.
Yes, and then you got that girl together. Okay? But she got smart with you and you got her together.
No, she can get smart with me. She was talking about you and I overheard her. Remember I overheard her talking about you and I turned around and said, excuse me, what are you talking about?
Oh, yeah.
And that's when I got her together.
Yes, you better have.
Because she didn't know that I was with you. I said, bitch.
Oh, because I was asking more of those questions.
And then she got mad.
She's like, why did you ask that question?
And she didn't know that I was with you. And so
ain't nobody else asked, so I wanted to know.
Right.
And I don't remember what I asked, but nobody in there asked.
I don't remember anything you said. All I remember is me turning around saying, what? And then her eyes went real wide because then that's when she realized that you and I were together. Mm-hmm.
I think I asked her about was it K. Michelle? I asked her about somebody joining that show. I asked her about K. Michelle in Memphis. And will Memphis be at the Love and Hip Hop finale? And then she want to say, well, why would he ask that? Bitch, that was a hot topic at the time. Don't get my drunk mind started, bitch. Because you done brought up a flashback. So, but the trailer is everything. Mona Scott, you deserve all the praises.
All the praises.
All the praises, okay? Like I missed Women's Day and Palm Sunday yesterday.
You did. You came out.
But I know y'all showed out.
And
I seen your the first lady. She needs to come on the show. I need to go up to the church and interview her. You know what? We're going to get some new congregation. Right? Yes. Y'all going to be coming.
You coming Sunday, right?
Of course. Easter.
Shout out. Thank you. Shout out to the young lady. Somebody from California came to my church yesterday.
Are you kidding me?
And I did not even know until afterwards, and she got up and introduced herself. Her mother lives here in Philly. Her mother actually attends the church around the corner from my church. But she lives in California, and she brought her mother along to service. And I didn't know she was there until I got up, until service was over, and I got up, and she came to me and introduced herself. Very sweet young lady.
What's her name?
I think it was Crystal. She I followed her on Instagram. Very, very nice young lady, and I really, really appreciate the fact that she came. I know. I told you I was sleeping. I forgot to Yeah, well, you know. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Very nice. But we had a wonderful time yesterday. Let me tell you something. I love when we have stuff at our church because at the end, when it comes to dinner time,
did she take you to eat?
Who?
Did your church cook?
Hell yeah.
Bitch, I asked you what y'all cooking.
No, you said on Easter.
No, I said for Women's Day.
No, you said, I think you said Easter. Maybe you did, but I thought you said Easter. I was going to say, churches don't cook on Easter. Everybody goes home and cook. What? They have fried chicken. All right, they have all these different types. Oh.
The hamburger?
No, because she had to work. It was delicious. Then one of the guys at the nurse asked me, because you know, since it was Women's Day, the men was like serving the women. So one of the guys at my church at the nurse asked me, "Are you coming in the back and help?" No.
Oh, you tried it.
First of all, I was very, very busy. Okay, doing what I had to do, which was collecting the money from our church, because you know we're going to Ocean City, and I'm in charge of that. You know, and then it was like all these men in the back, and then I was dressed in my nice cream.
Who is that running up these steps? Oh, China, come on in.
Hey, y'all.
We ain't seen you since you was splitting at the barbecue, girl.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
What y'all talking about?
I knew we talking about his church and how you need to come on Sunday for Easter.
Wait, this charger don't work.
Why y'all ain't come support me yet? I'm bartender.
Bartender where?
Level 7.
Where?
Germantown, Cumberland.
All right, well, y'all just found out where she was.
Hello.
This is China, not Corey.
I know. Where is Corey?
Joe.
Ooh, I knew, because I didn't see Corey.
I need the code to the Muslim.
You came up here to get the code to the internet?
To the
Y'all show me no love, Tim.
Who is that?
Why
Timmy Tang.
like that?
Timmy Tang?
Yeah.
I was to say.
I heard he got big.
He did.
Yeah.
I told you he got big.
I know. Show me a current picture.
You don't got no pictures of him full body. Didn't he gain a lot of weight? He gained a lot of weight.
Ooh, I'm sweating.
I don't want to see nothing nasty in that phone.
Okay.
I don't do nasty stuff.
Not in that phone.
He looks big. That China.
This is the other day.
But this picture does not do him the way he's big now. No, you tried
does
it.
not do him.
No, this is a nice picture though of him, but he's big.
What y'all drinking?
I'm not drinking anything.
I drink it all, but it's going
I just
down.
bought a bottle of Patron.
Oh no, that girl had me cursing and everything.
Yes, you got all the music. Keep the music on my phone.
Not tonight.
Okay.
And plus, it's gonna charge you. I mean, it's gonna look down.
How much?
Did you look?
How much you want? How much you want?
I don't want your money. You gotta. It's not gonna play
do
on
it,
your phone
period.
because you're gonna need my passcode to play my music. Cause I buy all that. All that shit on that screen, I paid for it.
So it's not gonna play you on my phone?
No, it won't. It's gonna ask for my password and do you have permission to use my music?
And you know you can't give me that.
But I'll give you the internet passcode.
Go ahead. Go to my
You got a
settings.
boyfriend and stuff. Tell the world what you've been up to.
She
Get
just
settings.
did. She told me.
I've been working, bartending. I got my own apartment 2 days ago.
I know that's right. Congratulations.
Now working on getting my car.
Okay.
I changed my hair blue.
All right.
Try something new.
I thought it was green.
It's
It did
aqua.
look green.
Oh, aqua.
It's 2
Yeah.
colors.
Okay.
She's fancy.
Oh yeah, and you
Don't be fighting
can
at that
book
bar
your
either.
appointment. I don't fight. I'm too
That
You do
is
hair?
too grown for that.
lie.
know China
I'm too
will
grown
fight
for
somebody
that fighting
in a
and
minute.
stuff now.
Now.
I keep my composure because I ain't
Since
got
when?
time. If it ain't about no money, I ain't trying to hear it.
You took anger management?
No, I just ain't got time.
I really don't live here. No.
You
no.
always say this.
Yeah.
No, you always say this.
It's true.
Yeah, I just was watching a video with my mom on it, y'all. I could not stop laughing.
Yeah,
yo.
your mom's
You know, your
kid.
mom really irritated me when she used to come on. But she was my dog.
You know they
I
try to
miss-
say.
Why?
They don't need to hear that.
No, I'm sorry, right? Don't put that on there. Oh, they hear y'all?
Yes!
Oh, y'all just talk all day.
No, we recording!
This is record. Look.
And then they talking back to us?
No.
No, that part you need to keep on there.
But that song?
No, you saying what you just said about
Keep it
them
on
talking back. Talking back to us.
I'm gonna just block out what she said about Corey. That's all.
Okay.
No, keep that on there too.
But she alright? How's your
Why am I getting 23 text messages?
At one
Because
time.
you just got connected to the internet.
But my phone is on.
Ooh, maybe it's off. Ooh.
No, my phone on. I text all. Watch this.
No, well, your phone can be. You can text while your phone's off just with using the Wi-Fi.
No, I can call too. Don't play.
No, I'm not playing. I'm just saying. And this charger didn't work for me.
Hey, dude, I think Charlie.
We got a show to finish recording.
You talking about phone off, baby? I'm too grown.
What's Scotty, man?
That's nigga that give me money.
Oh, girl. Well, whose man is it?
Nobody's.
Come on, get up. We got a show.
I don't mess with people, man.
I do. Get up. We got a show.
I'm Scotty. Be around Krosky. Yeah. Alright. You cool? Scotty.
Oh, he hung up. He was in his dick suck.
He gave me money to buy us some bottles, and I just bought Patron.
Oh, you bought Charles? You know today, Charles? Lube. You bought lube? She just gave us a moment that it couldn't be in a video for this year. Go off, China. Can you do that? Don't even. Like. Well, it was good seeing China. And we won't be seeing years in this room. But, bitch!
Whoa!
Yeah.
Bitch, that's how I be going.
Remind me to block both of those parts out.
No, I'm not remind you.
Bitch, I gotta put that in my phone.
Get my life.
Bleep it out. Bleep it out. As a note. Bleep, motherfucking bleep. Bleep things in my news. Okay. Now after we seen that super trailer, The Real Housewives of Atlanta, the season finale of The Real Housewives of Atlanta last night was a 1-hour promo for Candy's new DVD, A Mother's Love. Point blank and a period. The show started out Kenya crying about that dog. If Kenya's dog died, didn't die, she is the best actress on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. She is one of the best actresses that I've ever seen on reality TV because she cried for 40 days and 150 nights about Velvet, okay? And the only ones came was Velvet.
The only one.
The aunt, somebody Kenya know.
Cherries, passion fruit, and rainbow.
You know everybody drawing. Okay.
I don't know.
Only 3 people came to her funeral for the dog. That just shows you how much everybody cares about Kenya on the show and her dog. Yes, what? Can we help you? We are trying to get a show done because we're busy.
Well, we would have been getting it done had you not entertained China.
Bitch, this video would have been done had you would have showed up at 5 o'clock.
But we're not talking about that. We're talking about what's going on.
So you're trying to be like Nene, you like to flip the script right now.
No, not at all.
I see it's like that now.
Yeah, you see Jeremy.
To peek in the door.
Right, you see Jeremy?
I'm promoting water ice in front of the Scorpion Show's house. I'll be out here at the Scorpion Show's cookout, so you can come get your water ices. Yep, you'll see me. Fine ass Jeremy selling water ices out here.
I'm sorry, you can't sell no water ice at our cookout and not give us half.
Where the fuck you come from asking for half? If anybody's getting half, the Scorpion and Mama Scorpion will be getting half.
Excuse me, this is a Scorpion show. And thanks, and I'm glad you told me that too. Cause see who's gonna be canceling that gym membership.
Man, she got you together and said, what you doing? Nothing. Well, I told him I don't want no money from it. And we will be having shirts on sale at the Scorpion Show barbecue also. And we will be accepting donations very soon for the barbecue. So make sure, speaking of the barbecue before I go in on the Housewives, make sure y'all find a hotel in Center City, Philadelphia. If you want to be cheap, you can stay at the airport, but you got to get a rental car. Because ain't no way you're going to get around staying at the airport without a car.
Did I tell you that I met that guy before who helped with that guy?
Oh, we will get on that. Yes, we will get on that. Yes, we will. That is the next topic after I talk about the housewife. We don't. You know how you do that? Like you whispering to me.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't want to have to dock you for that.
Yeah,
so no, let me stop. Cause child. Yeah. But look, the Housewives was a promo for Candy's DVD. Mama Joyce was not here for that play. Her faces, she knew that Shirley Murdoch was her. And Chandra Corelli got Shirley Murdoch together in that play. And I mean, Chandra is the one that always played like the old lady and stuff in Tyler Perry plays. And when she sings, she sings. And Candy knew, I can't out-sing her. So when they played that part from that play, they played almost her entire segment. Because Mother went there and she killed that part and got a standing ovation in that play. The only standing ovation since the end of the play. But she did that. And it was good. I mean, the show was good, but when you have a season finale, you want to see drama that leads into the finale. And we didn't see that with the Housewives finale. So it was boo. Even the captions at the end was boo because it was late. It was kind of like this show should have been ended, but it didn't end at the time it was supposed to end. Because, I mean, Candy got married already, and y'all didn't put that in there. Y'all put that she's going to get married in April. But the marriage was 2 weeks ago. Like, come on. Who the fuck does editing over at Bravo? The finale looks good. I mean, what you call it? The casting call with the girls. That looks good. Everything looks good. It was great drama. But don't try to put that fight at the end during the last 1 minute of the show and just say, "Ooh, tune in for next week to see what happened." Oh, that's how they keep y'all on there. But see, Kenya, what you did was you violated Portia. You don't put no scepters or no bullhorns in somebody's face.
And she went like, yeah, that was a violation.
Remember when we was recording 2 weeks ago, I was saying how people have breaking points. Mm-hmm. And when you antagonize people, this is what happens. You're going to get your ass whooped.
Disrespect.
Yeah. Like, can you imagine me antagonizing you and you not doing nothing? Are you kidding me? Nah.
Right.
So,
right.
Don't agree too much.
So, never gonna happen.
So before we get into the Watch What Happens Live, let's talk about this Grindr date. Now, I have a lot of notes, and I forgot to add the Grindr rapist onto my thing.
But he didn't rape him.
Oh, yes, he did. Oh, yes, he did.
Let me tell you that part.
Let me tell you what happened.
Yeah, okay. Tell me.
Because, I am an active user on Grindr and Jacked. I have accounts. And I chat with people. I don't say, let's meet up. No. First of all, if I'm going to meet you, I am going to need to see you on Skype or FaceTime or Tango, because I don't get out and do that. And if we do meet, I meet in a public place. Kevin is not going straight to nobody's hotel room or nobody's house. If we're going to meet where everybody's going to see what the fuck is going on. If you try me, everybody's going to see it. Mm. But anyway, you had this Canadian that came to Philly, and he was in town for a conference, a student conference. And he logs on to Grindr, and he was looking for some hot, big, black dick. And he invites the boy over to his hotel Wednesday afternoon. Step one, you don't invite nobody to your hotel room. Again, you meet in a public place. A hotel is not a public place. When I say a public place, you meet where there's a bunch of people around so they can see what's going on. So, once he gets there, he gets to the room, the guy has a gun, and the guy sexually assaults him.
Oh, I didn't know he sexually assaulted him.
Yes, he sexually assaulted him.
I thought that he...
They say he raped him, so he had sex with him.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
Yes.
I just thought maybe he just was like, once he got there, he held him up and told him,
oh, no. Let me tell y'all, because Channel 6 had it all down. And I had my phone out recording the whole segment. So, after he sexually assaults him, he says, you going to give me some money, I'm going to rob you. Now, see, this is the thing.
Now, wait, so he raped him. Wait, okay, I'm just trying to get the story straight. So when he got to the hotel, it was immediately, I'm taking charge, or they did
They met up in the hallway, and they went to that room.
And had sex.
Yes.
And then after sex, that's when he told him he was going to rob him.
Oh, no, let me tell you what I really think happened. Because this happens a lot. Mm-hmm. A lot of these straight boys, they like to sell themselves for sex. And what I think happened was he was meeting that boy.
Well, who was the straight guy?
the guy that did the robbing, I didn't say he was straight, but
I'm just saying,
a lot of them, because they're crafty.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Crafty girls.
Very much.
But what they do is they sell themselves for a couple of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
So what I think happened was he probably had a gun, and the guy was like, are you generous? Let's meet. I'll come to your hotel. Since he seen he's a white man, you are automatically assume he got money.
Right.
So after he claims he got raped, because I'm going to say he claimed he got raped.
Who, the white guy?
Yes.
Right. Okay.
I think after they did what they did, he was like, probably thought, oh, you got money. Let me, come on, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
So he takes him to 5 different ATMs. And what he tells him is, you're going to take out $200 from each of these ATMs. But that wasn't enough. Then he made him buy 4 $500 gift cards, Visa gift cards. And he got away with $3,000. And then, I don't know why the guy didn't get away or why he did what he did, but he they goes to this this little bar, what you call a pub, and that's when the guy was like, I gotta get away, I gotta make my escape, and that's when he starts to fight the guy, and then they both ran in different directions. Now that's what the news said. But they got the guy's face. They know who he is. They know who they're looking for.
No, I thought they arrested him already. I thought they captured him.
No, they know who they're looking for. They didn't say.
Well, that's a clear picture of him, so he must be somebody who.
Oh, he must have got away. I mean, with $3,000, you better get somewhere.
No, but I'm saying that was like a mugshot picture. That wasn't like a picture.
He must have been arrested before. So that's why the cops said they know who they're looking for. And you know what? I think that cops like to release grainy pictures, but they already know who they're looking for. Because it just amazes me that in 2014, you don't see clear images on video cameras today. Like, that's fucking crazy. Like, all these video cameras, everything is grainy. How the fuck do you expect me to know who's on the camera? Because I want to turn these bitches in. I text that picture to everybody in my phone. Yes, but before that, they had a different image. And that's when they said, we know who we're looking for. This is the guy. And they gave his address and where he could be at. But you really have to be careful on who you are meeting. Me, this is just like, because you know, I'm not really, how can I say, I'm not really always like a face-to-face kind of person, but this really swings in your favor when you say people don't really talk and get to know each other anymore. Everything is just so social media, because I mean, you just never know. Shit, it don't even have to be just Grindr or Jack for you to get robbed. You could just meet somebody automatically from Twitter. And that's why when I meet people, I am very cautious on who I meet. And honestly, if I met you from Twitter, it's because you know somebody that I know. I'm not just going to meet with no random person and just say, okay, we're hanging out. I have never done that. So that's one thing. If anybody said they met me, they know I haven't done that. So it's just crazy. You just got to be careful because people are willing and capable of doing anything. You have, I don't know how many times I can say that. You just really have to be careful because you don't know what anybody's intentions are once they meet you and you want to give them the address to your house. Are you kidding me? You don't do that. Meet in a public place. And some more tidbits. Give his motherfucking phone number to your friends. If you don't hear from me, this is the person's picture and this is their phone number. You have to be smart on a lot of stuff. How do I know? Because I know. I'm just saying.
Well, I don't think you have to go that far with giving somebody, your friends, their phone
number. If you're going to meet from a website, I think you should do that. I think so.
No, I don't think you have to do that because first and foremost, if you feel as though that you have to give your friend somebody else's phone number and picture, then 9 times out of 10 you shouldn't be meeting that person. If anything happens to you, we have to take capability, especially police, to go through your phone records and see who you've met. I watch First 48 all the damn time, so I know they can go through your phone and track who's the person that you were last in contact with. So you don't really necessarily have to give friends that because I think that's a little bit too personal. Like, I don't want to be meeting you and then find out that you gave Dennis my face and phone number because you feel as though... If that's
friends do it all the time. No, I don't. You would never know.
I don't do that. It's just too personable. Like,
I mean, because
I just feel as though if you have to go that far, then you don't need to be meeting them.
Well, true, but
you don't need to be meeting them. You can't do that.
And I'm not saying who sent me what, but yes, I have done it before. I'm not going to throw nobody under the bus on this.
Too late. You did it.
I didn't say.
You didn't say the name.
I said I did.
Yeah.
And I'm giving them advice to do that. Because you just never know.
No,
You
but
just
like
never
I said,
know.
you don't. If
You
that's
have
the
to be
case, you
careful.
don't. You do have to be careful. But then that's also, if you got to be that careful, then maybe you shouldn't be.
Oh
on
no,
that stuff.
maybe you always need to be careful because you just
Yeah,
never
but
know.
then maybe you shouldn't be on there.
Well, maybe you should.
Because this look
But
what
some
happens.
people-
You meet
yes.
people and they do stuff like
And
this.
I think
and this is another reason why older generations tell us, see, y'all are too involved in that stupid stuff. Because a lot of people, this is what happens. You meet somebody and then they rob you or take you
Thinking
for
you getting a good piece of that trade. He traded you all right.
Nothing trade about him. That's a whole
Oh, no.
thing, a thick one too.
But how you know?
I met him
Well,
near my house. No, I met him in my neighborhood. There was somebody that we knew the same mutual person, and that's how I met him. And I mean, not bad looking, but thick, like thick and all like. And then I met him there, and then that was the end of it. And then the last time I saw him probably was like a month ago downtown, and he was getting in the cab, and I said to myself, "Oh, that's the guy that I met at so-and-so's house." And then, come to find out, I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah, I mean, you just never know.
yeah." I
And
said,
if
"Thank
you
God I
gotta-
didn't get involved with that."
You ain't got to go that far
No,
to
It's
for
not
all
worth
of
it,
that.
like-
No.
and then on top of that, he's so. This is how dumb you are. He goes to the hotel, rob this guy, and your face is on every camera in the hotel.
Yes, and then they walked for blocks. You walked in store after store.
Thinking
Cash machine register after cash machine register.
ATMs after ATM.
You know what I meant to say, bitch. Don't do me.
Yeah, I'm just saying. And thinking, your face is all over downtown Philadelphia.
Yes.
Now, how do you think he was gonna get away with that?
I don't know, but he probably.
No,
Look,
Kevin, for real, how do you think he was gonna get away with that?
how did he think he was gonna get away with it? Because he was a white boy from Canada.
But how did he think he was gonna get away with that?
Because he's a white boy from Canada, he didn't think that boy would tell. Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me?
People
You take me to
do a lot of
for a
stuff.
different ATM, and you think I'm not gonna tell?
All right.
First of all, I would have fought you before we got to the first one.
Bitch, let me tell you something. I was broke
Let me tell you
after
something.
you took me to the first ATM.
Bitch, what? Okay. Because you're not getting $500 worth of gift cards from me.
Bitch,
Are you kidding?
that's $2,000.
I said, oh no, I don't have that. You gonna shoot me?
Girl,
I would have ran.
once I was
Let me
in
tell you
public, you
something.
could have shot
What?
me.
Okay, because I would have ran. Bomb! And they would have really got me. And he said, what the fuck is the matter with him? What?
Oh.
$500 gift cards?
Ow. Okay.
Are you? I was broke before I got to the ATM. Oh, I hope you don't think we're gonna get something out of this ATM.
No. Like,
You won't be getting nothing out of this one.
sure, right.
And then the guy had all that money in the thing.
Bitch, you know he was coined up.
Okay.
For all that money.
Okay.
Bitch, you just coined
4
up.
different ATMs.
Bitch, I just made
Plus
you phrase.
500.
Coined up. He is coined up. Yes, he is. That's
Yeah, he got
$3,000. That even his credit card company didn't even say.
What bank does he bank with?
I don't know. Like, you mean, why you keep wanting different ATM?
Remember that time?
Five
Listen, remember that
times.
time we were in Atlanta? Not Atlanta.
Hey, Future. Ooh,
Remember
Daryl.
that time we were in Miami and we went out to breakfast that day and I said, jokingly, I said to the waitress, my card
Wait,
may...
over.
Remember we were in Miami a few years ago and jokingly I said to the waitress, my card may decline, and she came back and was like, oh, your card did decline. Remember?
Yes, and you were so mad at
and
the
I was so
card.
mad, but then come to find out they stopped. Was it because they said, why are you taking all this money?
Okay. You mean to tell me your card company ain't that smart?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like you were able to go to 4 different ATMs and then get all this money, and your card company didn't say, hold up, wait a minute.
When I was in London, I had to call my credit card company because they was declining shit.
It happened to me
But
when I
that's
was in-
embarrassing.
It is embarrassing.
It's like, bitch, I know I got the
Because
money.
see, when we were in Miami, that was the first time that happened, and I jokingly said that to her. And when she came back and said that, I was like, "Huh?" Like, bitch, I was joking. I know I got the money. So then when I called my bank, and they were just like, "Oh no, you keep taking off. Like, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "Bitch, I'm in Miami, bitch. Okay."
So you gotta call your credit card companies.
And I didn't know
time.
that. And
Yes.
then that's why I said it's the first time for everything because I didn't know that. But now I know.
Yeah. But baby, that boy got. Again,
Yes.
be careful, cause and then it was this man. I wanted to talk about this weeks ago. He's trying to sue one of these companies, talking about y'all didn't screen this person because he got for over $70,000. Like, that was a scam, bitch. You gonna get 70-year-old white man. You keep giving this man your fucking money, and now you want to sue the company for $70,000 to get your money back.
That was
Are you fucking kidding me?
Something like that on the People's Court where the old white man met this young black girl, and she got him to buy her $7,000 worth of furniture.
And then she thought that Judge Lillian was going to make her give him back that money.
Yeah, he thought the judge was going to make. She said,
"Oh no,
she said
that was a gift."
She said you knew what you was getting into.
Okay,
when you gave her
that was a gift. And
but the judge read both of them
all the time.
Yeah, she read both of them.
But
She said,
what?
she said you don't have a job, and you want $7,000.
Okay, bitch, if you gonna give me that motherfucking money, the bitch give it to me. Somebody say, "Kevin, bitch, I got you. I'm getting you out your mom's house." Oh, I'm going. Okay, how you doing?
She told the guy, "Do you have kids?" He said, "Yes." He said, "I have 2 daughters." She said, "Does your daughters live here?" He said, "No, they don't know about that." She said, "Oh, they will now."
All right. Bitch, you want People's Court charge you for $7,000?
$7,000.
But she kicked this case out, right?
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah, she told him
right.
that was a gift.
Let me tell y'all something. These court shows are all the same. The exes get bitter because they're not with you no more, and then they say, "Oh, I want my money back." No, bitch, that was a gift. It was good.
But it wasn't an ex. He met her at like a laundromat.
And you gave her said, "Bitch, I needed some titties and a pussy because if I could get money that easily, I would do."
You don't even need that.
I don't do that.
No, I'm
kind
saying
of
some
stuff.
of these girls out here, they don't have it and they getting their money.
I mean, but see, it's just crazy because well,
Hey,
for some of, if you got a really nice, I just go to rentboy.com and just say, but
Rentboy.com.
you never been here?
No, what the fuck do I need a rent
I
boy
just
for?
like to see who's going to be on the sale. I'm not buying nobody.
Wait a minute, they have people's faces on there?
Yeah, but some of them, yes, and some of them like, "I'm coming." Huh? No.
Oh, so you just go in there and see who it is?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes they be like, yeah, I'm coming to your city, and these are my rates, and blah blah blah. Blah. I just like to see who's coming in and who's coming and going.
You see this is what
But you put a Bible in front of me, I've never paid for nobody.
No. I'm just saying. Fuck. He knows all about it because I don't know. I didn't know about that.
Don't call me no that. You the biggest thot out here.
You are. You got me beat.
No,
you really do.
No, I don't.
You do.
But remember, I've been in this game for a long time.
Right, that's what I said. Those walls have been torn down.
No,
built up.
These walls are
torn down again.
These are the tightest walls.
Oh, lies you tell.
Well, you find a bitch that fuck me.
I don't want to find anybody who fucks you.
Exactly.
I'd have to go to rentboy.com to find him.
Oh yeah, this is on there. You never know what city he's at. Cause I paid for it.
Because according
to bitch, I wish I would. You want me to pay for something I can get for free?
Hey.
And then, but some of these girls, that be serious. Like,
how much do they rates be? Like $7,000.
No, you got to see their weekend rates. You got to see the weekend rates.
See, let me tell you something. It's all due to the internet.
It's
once the
first of
internet
all,
came about, it's like everybody's a
masseuse,
a model, an
a
actor,
porn star,
a porn star, but they still catching scepter.
Yes.
What money are you making still catching scepter?
Don't do them porn stars like that.
I mean, because we already know. Oh, child. The Marriott is very, very legendary.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't do it. That's where I take my thoughts. Don't talk.
Oh, we know. Well, that's what they take.
No, because y'all know I'm bringing nobody in my mother's house.
I would hope not.
And I never would.
She would
That's
have
different. I only did that one time, and I'll tell you with it.
I don't want to know.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. Because you already told me.
Who? Yes!
You told me. Oh, you thought
I thought you forgot.
Are you kidding me?
But other than that, I don't do that.
Yeah.
I feel that's very disrespectful. You don't do that in your mom's house.
No.
Now see, cause I be feeling weird. I be like, when people talk about how they moms move in with them, I be like, and you can't be as freaky as you want. You okay with your mom being in your house?
I have to find Marcy a hotel.
Now look, stay over me shots for the night, okay?
That's why you have 2 kids. But you can't stay.
Well, so back to Nene leaks. Now see, Nene, I was really gonna read you, but because I've been cocktailing for the night, All I'm gonna say is this, Nene, you remind me of somebody that I never want to deal with ever again, and you are just too much for yourself. You are just somebody that's just like, I can read you, I can tell you about yourself, but don't you ever tell me about myself because I am always right. Nene, it seems like you had to answer to every question and you never took accountability for yourself except for one question on that whole Q&A session with Andy from Watch Happens Live. I was not feeling that at all, and I feel like this interview did not put you in the best light at all. It just made it seem like I'm about Nene, my friends better be about Nene, and if they're not about Nene, they're blowing with the wind, they don't know if they go from left to right. You might have had a point about Cynthia's direction, but don't ever sit there and say that Cynthia wasn't loyal to you. Cynthia was so loyal to your ass she didn't read you for getting her husband together. Nor has she never told you you was wrong for a lot of stuff you were wrong about. Also, don't say that she's not loyal when she tried to talk to you about the Marlo Hampton situation, and she also tried to talk to you about how you showed your ass at Peter's party, and you was like, oh, don't talk to me about that. I'm not here for that, blah, 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 blah. You brushed her off. Cynthia has kissed your ass 1,000 times over, and you've never even looked at her and said, thank you. Like, Nene, you are not... This is making me mad. Nene, you just are not the creme de la creme. You are not that person at all. I want to know, where is the real Nene Leakes? You talk about how the real Housewives of Atlanta has changed. So has your teeth, so has your nose, so has your chest, and so has your nasty ass attitude. Everything about you is just, I'm all for Nene. If it ain't about Nene, it ain't about me. You got mad because you look at Kenya as a threat. You got mad at Marlo because she recorded scenes with Kenya, and you talking about, oh, she didn't tell me about it? Bitch, it was no secret. I didn't know she had to tell you. Now look, now either you're not talking to Marlo or you decided that you was taking a break. If you was taking a break for somebody, why should she call and tell you, oh, I'm recording with Kenya? And because she recording with Kenya, you're saying, oh, because you're recording with Kenya, you're really not my friend because I'm not liking her like that. I hate bitches like that. Don't you tell me who I can and can be friends with. Don't tell me no shit like that. And if anything, Marlo defended you when Kenya tried to bring you out of character. Did you notice that? That's not the Nene I know. Nene wouldn't say that. Nene wouldn't do that. You didn't even take that into accountability. All you looked at it is from, oh, that's the enemy, that's the enemy, that's the enemy, that's the enemy. Fuck you. Who the fuck are you? What about you being the enemy? You being Cynthia's enemy all this fucking time. Then you want to sit there and say, I'm just getting mad thinking about, you know why? Because I really like Nene. I like her. I like Nene. But her attitude is what has to go. You say you can't win when you're dirty. Well, Nene, you have been very, very dirty. This season was not a good look for you. We've seen a bad side of you. We've seen you point fingers at people when you should have been pointing fingers at yourself. We've seen you not even say anything to your husband for getting mad at Peter when it was you that got in Peter's face. We've seen you not fully apologize for calling Peter a bitch, because even though you feel that Peter is a bitch, you should have never said that. When Andy asked you, how would you feel if Cynthia called your husband a bitch, you tiptoed around the question. Let me answer that question for you. If Cynthia would have called your husband a bitch, you would have been all in her face, ready to fight her, ready to knock her out. And see, you know what, Nene? You are like a punk bitch, because now I'm calling you a punk bitch. And I'm not going to apologize. Because, see, don't sit up on camera and talk about Nene. Oh, don't bring out Nene. When Marlo was ready to whoop your ass, you got out of town fast. And then gonna tell me, oh, but I'm fabulous. I would never fight nobody. I'm a glam mom. I have a glam baby. Like, bitch, now look, are you Nene or are you a glam mom? Make up your motherfucking mind. Who the fuck are you? Will the real Nene stand up? Nene, I want to see you win. I don't hate you. I will always support you, but I want to see you. I just want to see you take accountability for your actions. You are a person that don't do that. And if you are a person that do that, who don't take accountability for the things they do, who need a friend like you. That is some real shit. Who should support a person like you? I don't want to see you step on people's backs to get to the top. And then when you come back down, you might need their back to step on just to help you back to that floor. Because you never know how hard that fall is going to be once you get to that top. And then Hollywood says, we don't want you. Remember that when you say shaman, when you talk about Kim, when you talk about Kenya, when you talk about Sheree. Because all of these people you have fallen out with, and you, as I say, it's my famous word, you are the common denominator in all of your issues and all of your fights. You have fought with everybody. You fought with everybody. Now, when you have that common person breaking down all those events and everything, and you have them in everything, it's you. The problem is you. Get yourself together, Nene. Hollywood is not going to accept you even more because you change your teeth, change your nose, change your breasts, change your ass, change everything except for just being you. I was really disgusted watching that. And you know what? I still want you to win, but you can't win when you're dirty. And Mikhail's been quiet the whole time. You all right, sister? Did I go off too much?
No, you.
Did I preach?
Yeah.
Because I love Nene. And when I met her, I said, Nene, first thing I told her, this is how much I kept it real with that bitch. I said, I've read you on my show before, and that's probably why you blocked me. She's like, bitch, you read me. I said, I sure did. But I said, I still want you to unblock me because I support you in what you do. So, Nene, you can always win, but you can't win like that. You can't win like that. Being a mean person, dictating to people who they can be friends with. Like, Kenya is your castmate. Like, come on now. It ain't that fucking serious. I think you're jealous of her, though. And I think she's taking your crown. Keep on showing your ass. So, I'm going to let Mikhail talk about...
No, it's nothing to talk about.
Yes, it is. It's a lot more. I want Mikhail to talk about Alexandra Wright saying that she's going to the homeless shelter. Matthew knows baby mom. We didn't talk about that last week.
I don't follow her. I really don't. So it's nothing for me to talk. I don't. There's nothing I don't follow her. I don't follow that story. All I know is when people send me, and I'm just like, I could care two lessons about this woman.
Let me tell you what I think about it. Alexandra Wright, bitch, let me just take over this.
I think she plays, she really goes victim mode when the camera's around. That's what I do see.
Let me tell you.
But other than that, I could care less.
She's another bitch. What was you doing with that $12,000 Matthew Knows was giving you every month? Where is it? What were you doing? Because it don't take $12,000 to raise a child per month. What did you do with that money to make you go into a homeless shelter? I don't feel sorry for you. Don't you blame Beyonce for what you're going through. Beyonce did not make that child. Beyonce did not lay up with you and make that child. Yes, Beyonce has a lot of motherfucking money, but you don't know how much pain and hurt you have caused the Knowles family, Solange, Beyonce, and Miss Tina for fucking Matthew Knowles because you thought he had all of this money. And then once you reap what you sowed, you want them to have sympathy for you. And why should they have sympathy for you? When you broke their parents' marriage, you broke up how they feel about their father. Beyonce don't fuck with Matthew like that, and why should she? He messed up a good relationship he had with Miss Tina Knowles. A good relationship he had with Beyonce and Solange. Matthew's a smart-ass man, and he should have been smart enough to know to put a condom on where he stick his dick. Point blank, period. The mother that suffocated 6 babies over 10 years. Let me tell you something.
10.
That man that told the cops, I want to know how long has he been with this woman? Because if she was pregnant enough to give birth to 6 babies and suffocate them and put them in boxes, how the fuck was she able to do this without his knowledge and him knowing that, oh, she just lost babies? How did this happen? When you look at this woman's mugshot,
6 babies over 10 years. After the second baby died, I just started getting suspicious.
6 from 1996 to 2006. We're talking about babies that could be going on 18 and beyond. Well, before 18. Are you fucking kidding me? And the neighbors never knew that she was pregnant all of this time to give birth to babies? I don't know nobody that could just give birth on their own. You got family members that didn't know she was pregnant and didn't say anything? Did y'all just think she was just having miscarriages after going so far along in the pregnancy? It's something more to this story, and they are not saying that.
Right, because he needs to be in jail too, point blank period. He needs to be in jail too. I
He's
just
not
think he needs
saying
to be
that.
in jail too. 6 kids over 10 years, and all of them died. And what was he say? What did he say? She was telling him that something was...
See, from what I seen from the story, I seen that she was suffocating them and putting them in boxes.
But what was
Strangling
this-
or suffocating.
But what was the story that she was giving him how they were dying? Because he says that he didn't know that she was killing.
I
6
didn't read about fully what he said, but they said that they're not looking at him as a suspect. But he told on her after cleaning, he was cleaning and found like a skeleton of a body.
Wait a minute. Pause.
Mm-hmm.
So she was killing the babies.
Mm-hmm. Putting them in boxes and leaving them in the house, in the garage.
So when the babies were dying, nobody was thinking, okay, well, when is the funeral?
Or when is that smell? We gotta get to the bottom of this story.
What?
And then when you look at her picture, you know something ain't right.
No, Kevin, for real. No funeral.
No funeral.
No, where's the baby? No,
Nothing.
in a box. And what's the smell?
People.
That's why I said it has to be. Come on, and they're not looking at him.
I
too?
can't go in no more than I want to go in. We'll go to the next story. Mary fires their manager Mitch. Let me tell you something. I feel really bad for Tina and everything that she's going through. I know that she's a broken person. She's down and everything. But let me tell you something. After watching this episode of Mary, I think that Tina is a real life Stone Cold B. And I don't know her like that.
Stone Cold what?
I don't want to call her that. Yeah.
Oh, you don't want to call her that?
No.
Why?
Because I'm not. But
why don't you want to call her that?
there is something about her
Because Nene
that bothers. Yes. But there's something about her that bothers me. Because she doesn't look like she's a very nice person and a nice, genuine person.
Yeah.
She looks like she would, bitch, if you was down, she would spit on you.
Tina
Campbell.
Oh, wow.
That's what she gives me. And first of all, I never knew Mary names like that. All I knew was Mary. And they had a song on the radio that I liked. I never knew their names. I didn't really care about them until I seen they had a reality show coming out. But I really didn't watch. But this season when I seen that she was going through divorce and all that, I was like, oh, I got to watch. But there's something about her character that shines through this television that says, I'm an evil bitch.
Evil?
That's you know, a lot of the church girls are
Yeah,
like
but
that.
evil though?
Evil.
I wouldn't say evil. Now, what I will say from watching the show, I'm going to be honest with you. From watching this show and watching this particular situation unfold, I do feel for her. I feel for her 110% because nobody wants to go through that. But I will say, personally, watching it, when I watch her go through this, I say to myself, she seems like somebody who's a difficult person to be married to.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of this whole...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say evil.
I think she could.
Because you being difficult and being evil are two totally different
Let me
things.
tell you something. When she fired that manager, when you sit there and tell your manager, I don't feel I had to tell you anything. First of all, I didn't know that this is their 4th manager. You're talking 4 managers, y'all been out for 12 years. So let's say average, every 3 years y'all change a new manager. Mm-hmm. What's going on with y'all? Why do y'all keep finding different managers? What is it about y'all and the managers that can't work out and hash out all of this stuff? For what I'm seeing, this man got y'all this TV show. Because his name comes up in the bottom of the credits, Mitchell Solari. So now y'all got 3 successful seasons. You had successful albums. I even bought your last album, Something Big. I bought that album, and I don't buy gospel albums, except for Michelle Williams. I don't buy gospel albums. That's something everybody knows. I don't ever talk about a gospel album. But anyway, I bought y'all's and I liked it. But it's just, every time I seen them together, I always said, Erica looks like the nice person, and Tina looks like the bad person. All the time. And I always thought that Tina was older than Erica, but it's the other way around. But it's just something about her.
That's because Tina got all those damn kids.
Something about her, man. She got to change who she is too. Like, you can't be nasty and evil. You know that's your manager. You should have told your manager you was putting out something like that, because he has to receive those phone calls. Everybody want interviews with you because you released to Ebony Magazine that your husband cheated on you. And you just, like, I feel that you fired him out of anger. And you should never make decisions when you're angry like that. So, bye to their situation. But that was bad. The man that got jailed after 11 years, this is going to be the last topic, because I can't go no more, because I feel like I'm going in, and I need to release, I need to hold back. The man that was arrested for 11 years, after 11 years, over a clerical error. This man robbed somebody back in 1999. He was convicted of it, but I guess the jail record showed that he was in jail, and he was waiting around, waiting to find out when he's going to jail. Over this time, this man has changed his life. He's had a business. He got married, had children, and I guess when the jail was like, okay, it's time to release him, they're like, uh-oh, there's a problem. We never arrested him. So, you know, they find out where his new house is, this new home that he built and everything.
All the time they went to go arrest him.
Yes, they did. And they locked him up in July. And they're just now putting this news story out. It was on CBS Morning News with Gail King. And they were talking about it and discussing it. They interviewed him from jail. And he's just like...
Wait, I'm sorry to cut you off. So originally when he committed a crime, did he ever go to jail?
He never went to jail because they never told him when he was going to jail.
So he stayed free for all those years.
He stayed free. But this is my thing. Because you still kind of dirty what you're doing. Because you know you got to go to jail. You know you've been...
Well, that's what I was about to say. That's why I gave that little laugh.
But he wasn't on the run.
Somebody's running up those steps.
As long as I open it up. Is that Dennis? Oh, hi, Albert.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh, y'all recording?
No, we're just sitting here.
Oh,
Okay. You done got real thick.
shut up, Cap.
I was being sarcastic when I said no. We just said we are recording. Wait a minute.
Wait.
I made that hump because of the fact that it's wrong.
Yes.
It's wrong.
Yes.
But at the same time, like you said, you know you committed a crime. You know that you were supposed to go to jail. I'm almost certain that when they didn't come to arrest his ass, he didn't call them to say, when y'all coming?
Yes. Well, no. Who gonna say come and lock me up? Take away the key.
So wait a minute. But is there a statute of limitation for things like this?
I don't know, but he got a lawyer and they're saying that they want to call this cruel and unusual punishment. They even talked to the guy that he robbed, and he's like, after all of this time, if he done changed his life, it's over with. So they're going to lock him up for the 11 years that he didn't serve.
Yeah.
So he's trying to get out. I think they should pardon him because he really changed his life. He got in business. He got wife. He got children. He done built his house from the ground up. Like, he really changed his life. People can change.
People can change. But let me say this. People can change.
Well, give him a
fine. This is what I was about to say. Put his ass on probation.
Yes.
If you're not going to throw him in jail, put him on probation. You know why? Because people can change. But majority of the people who change are the ones who had to serve time. And he didn't have to serve no time. So he really got off scot fucking free.
Look,
just like the people who robbed me a few years ago. I I had to go to court and everything, and the judge told me to my face, "Oh, they didn't rob me."
But you ain't
when
had
I was
the proof.
standing right. Oh no, I did have the proof. The
You
one that
ain't
they
had the
caught.
physical proof.
No, the one that they caught was not the one who had the gun.
Okay. So
therefore, to them, it was just like, well, he said that he was across the street when it happened. When I told them he was standing right there, they told me to my face.
When they say you could have said anybody.
Yeah, he didn't rob me, and I'm like, well, damn. When I got robbed, you weren't there, Your Honor, and neither was the bailiff. But you gonna tell me to my face that this motherfucker didn't rob me?
Because you gotta prove it. You gotta prove.
Well, I proved that he was the fuck there. It was 5 of them. How many? Five. So then next time somebody robbed me, I'm gonna make sure I got my phone out to say, look, Twitter, I'm getting the fuck robbed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically,
yeah, that's what they
saying.
told me. 5 motherfuckers robbing one person. I guess they expected all fucking 5 hands to be on this fucking one gun.
The gun, they didn't say he the one that committed
exactly.
You know, the court system is
funny. It's really funny.
Very funny.
It's very funny. So yes, this guy, after all these years, like, okay, he changed his life around. And shout out to the man who he robbed and said, look, I don't give a fuck no more. He changed his life, and that was back in 1999. That's almost 20 years ago.
That's 15
like,
years
come
ago.
on, who gives a damn? But there should be some type of penalty against this man.
But how bad was the robbery that you had to put him away for 11 years for robbing
Well,
somebody?
I don't give a damn. Let me tell you something. I don't care how bad the robbery is. Let me tell you something. The moment, like for instance, my little cousin just got robbed the other day on his way to school. Somebody at gunpoint stole his fucking iPhone. Now this boy's 13 years old. You steal his phone from him. I don't care how bad the robbery is. When you take and point a gun at somebody, that right there is a moment between life and death. When you shoot somebody, yeah, they had a video of this. My little cousin. He was coming out of the corner store and he got robbed from the corner store.
I hope they catch him.
I hope they catch him too. But my thing is, I don't care how bad it is. Anytime you point a gun at somebody and say, "Give me your shit," I don't care if they put you in jail for 1,000 years. You do not need to be out there robbing people.
No, you don't.
You don't need to.
People don't want to get jobs.
Yeah, and just imagine if he accidentally shot somebody. Yeah. Just imagine if one of them accidentally shot me. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy.
That boy that got shot accidentally last week, and they didn't even care who was out there. You know,
right,
shot that little boy. Yeah, that's fucked up, and they know what they look
all because the younger brother got his ass whooped. They said that he got jumped, so then he went home and got his brother. His brother came back with a gun and started shooting up. Didn't care who was out there, just started shooting up the block, and didn't even hit the person that they were shooting at. Hit an 11-year-old boy.
That's crazy.
Niggas.
That's
what I call
better.
Niggas. Trifling ass. Standing on the corner, no job having ass.
Yes, they're closing stores, and it's 8 o'clock. But look, I hope y'all enjoyed this video because we talked about a lot of stuff. And I want to see comments about a lot of this stuff. And I want to see comments about, well, why y'all too long? I know. I want to read your comments and I want to reply to your comments about these videos. If anything that we missed that you would like for us to discuss, make sure that y'all tweet us on Thursday when I ask for things that we missed out. But let me tell y'all something. Mimi and this sex tape, you and Nikko really tried it.
Yeah, I did.
Because y'all thinking y'all gonna get Kim Kardashian like, bitch, you are getting more like the garbage like, okay? Because you see where Ray J's career went. And that's exactly what's gonna happen for y'all. Nada. You got the nerve for Tierra Marie and some other chick fighting over Ray J in some club. And you know what?
No, I don't know what.
Ray J, let me tell you, Ray J is a good artist. He's a good artist, but he keep doing a lot of stupid shit just to get his name out there, and he's so much better than that. Sometimes I want Brady to snatch his ass up and just tell him about himself.
Let me be quiet.
But on that note, we're gonna go. Albert, can you be so kind to hit that button on the back of the camera? Bitch, no, before you hit stop, why don't you talk about your salon and stuff and they come get their hair did? You don't want to do that? Why you so nervous?
And another episode.
No. How about now?
No, how about another episode?
Oh, bitch, you just want to go home. Go the fuck
No,
home.
I don't want to go home, but I'm just saying. He said no.
All right, just hit stop. See, Albert, you got to take advantage of every opportunity.
No, maybe it's not
There you go.
the right time to say something.